We know that when ionic solute is dissolved in solvent, they undergo dissociation. Similarly, there are some compounds which undergo association also when they are dissolved in solvents. For example, acetic acid in benzene, and there are many other similar examples. For ionic compound, I give NaCl as example. Now what happens, we know that colligative property is a property which depends upon number of particles in the solution. Now when we dissolve NaCl or similar ionic compounds, the number of particles will increase. So as a consequence, whatever the molecular mass of solute we measure from measurement of colligative property, it will always be lesser than the true value. So if dissociation happens, then the observed molecular mass, so observed molar mass will be less than true value. And in case of association, what happens, it is going to be opposite. So observed molar mass will be greater. So this phenomena in which the measured molar mass of a compound by measuring colligative property is called as abnormal molar mass. So when we calculate molar mass using colligative property and we get this type of deviation, then it is called abnormal molar mass. So this phenomena was initially identified by Van 't Hoff, and he introduced a factor called as Van 't Hoff factor. So we will see Van 't Hoff factor. So Van 't Hoff's factor is actually written as I, that's defined as normal molar mass divided by abnormal molar mass. This can also be defined as observed colligative property divided by calculated colligative property. And more useful form of Van 't Hoff factor I is actually total number of moles of particles after association or dissociation divided by number of moles of particles before association or dissociation. So this is going to be the most useful form of Van 't Hoff factor definition. So by introducing this Van 't Hoff factor, we actually be able to find out the actual quantity of colligative property, or in other words, we will be able to find out the actual molar mass of the compound. So using this, we write relative lowering of vapor pressure, that is P1 naught minus P1 divided by P1 naught is equal to I into X2. This is the first equation used for relative lowering of vapor pressure. Similarly, elevation in boiling point, delta TB is equal to I into Kb into m. This is second colligative property. Similarly, depression in freezing point, delta Tf is equal to I into Kf into m. This is the third property. Then we have osmotic pressure is equal to I into CRT. So this is the fourth equation. So like this, the colligative properties change when there is a concept of association or dissociation. So this is the case when we have electrolytes or the species which undergo association. In general, non-electrolytes will always have Van't factor of 1. So these things can be illustrated using examples. For this video, this much is uh, enough. So we will take up illustration in some other video. Thank you.